Hey Raz, how's it going? I got your email before. I didn't read all the way through it though. Just been working my ass off today. Yeah, I appreciate you doing it too. Hey Wes, no problem. Any questions, ask away. I'll try and help you out. Right now I'm just doing a base coat on her. I'm gonna look for any mistakes. My airbrush is kind of getting clogged. I didn't have time to clean it today. This was actually a customized, this is a fan item that I customized. So I re-sculpted some of the hair. I just attached the head the other day. I gotta make sure the seam's okay. Redid the belt. So this was already pre-painted by somebody else. So I only did a little primer here and a little primer down there. But for the rest of the item, what I did is I gave it a priming coat. If I was to do this from scratch, it would have been all gray primer. But if you ever have like a factory item from like Sideshow or Prime One or something, and you want to paint over it, you could just use adhesive promoter, clear primer from Duplicolor. It's a car paint. So I just gave it a nice light coat of this stuff, so this way whatever I spray on top of it, it'll bond pretty well. Because I don't know who painted this, and I don't know what types of primer they used. So I don't like to use the Duplicolor gray primer because sometimes you get reactions. But most of the time it's a gray primer if I was to prep it up. Hey Joe. So the next thing is I'm using Garage Kit's flesh tone. Now Garage Kit's colors is a thing no more. Jesse, who owns Garage Kits, the company who was doing the paints for him, either the owner passed away or he sold the company and they don't know what the hell happened. So he doesn't have these paints anymore, which I really liked. But the gray, the Garage Kit flesh tone, I just did a base coat. It dries so fast that if I see any errors, I can kind of sand it down and it won't like peel away like some rubbery paints will. So I'll show you that in a second. So it's gonna suck now not having these paints to deal with. So hopefully Jesse finds another company. Hey Rukin. Hey Iceman. Alright, so what I want to do now is sort of see if there's any errors on here that I'm missing. Mr. Giggles, it's sort of a semi-custom repaint for somebody, and pretty much did a little custom work onto it, and that's about it. Hey Raccoon. The neck seems pretty decent. No, this is a fan art item, which means somebody sculpted it 3D and then printed it out and sold a few copies. I don't know who produced it or who sculpted it. Just somebody I do work for every once in a while. He asked me to do some tweaks on it. So like underneath there was no flat, it was all flat under here, so I created a crotch area and her underwear. Which isn't really like underwear, it's like spiker shorts almost. So like I said, this Garage Kit stuff dries up fairly fast. I mean, it's still a little wet, but it doesn't peel when you sand it. So there's like a little mess up there. I'm just kind of cleaning up. One little spot, so I kind of did a decent job prepping this. Alright, so the custom stuff I did is looking pretty decent. Now, so it's kind of a good base to her. Next step is hands are all pretty much ready to go. So this is a bottle of mixed up paint I did before for another character. So I think we're gonna kind of use this bottle. Mix a little extra color into it because this is a little bit brighter than I want her skin tone to be. Like I said, Garage Kit colors is no more of a thing. So now I gotta find other brands to mix up stuff. So I've been messing around with some colors of other companies. So Formula P3, Midland Flesh and Rhine Flesh. I've been using these colors a lot, and then some game color, model color I mean. They're all acrylic, so I can mix them in with these paints and it should be fine. This bottle's almost pretty much empty. Here's some Badger opaque color. It's kind of watery. It's got a little bit more of an orange tint, so kind of mix that in a bit. See what color I get. So before we get back onto that, what likes to happen with this brush is whenever I do some of the dull coat on this, it gets clogged up, and I'll show you where. It's going to be sort of a faster clean, nothing like serious. So what happens is sometimes this little part up here gets a little clogged, the little tiny piece in here. I think what it is my parts are so old, they're worn away. So I have to really, I have to someday get all new parts. And this needle gets clogged in here too. So this is a iota screw, kind of takes off your nozzle. So you can, I don't know if you can see it in there, it's kind of like all a little bit clogged. So this is a reamer, this tool here. There it is. Don't lose your needle. No, this is Iota Revolution CR. So So this is kind of a cut needle in half reamer thing. You get these like on eBay. Just be careful not to split your piece up there, but if you put this in here and kind of twist it, you can get like any caked up gunk in here out. They said this is not the best way to clean it, but for right now, I'm getting all this gunky stuff out of here. I don't know if you guys can see it too well. See, like, it's all caked up in there. Now, you can get caked up stuff in here as well. What I'll do is I'm going to grab my water and squeeze it through into my other cup. Now some people will tell you not to use your needles to do this stuff, but see how this is the point? So if I put the point through there and I push this through here and I pull it all the way through, I might get some of this gunk out of there. But so that's kind of like a quick clean. Usually I kind of use better stuff for it. But as long as the needle nozzle piece is clean, we should be good to go. Hellspawn, I find that no matter what brush you get, there's going to be a clogging issue. So I don't think there's ever been a brush that hasn't clogged on me. You just got to kind of keep, just got to get used to like how long they're going to last before they start clogging again. What kind of paint you're using. Now, I've never really heard the best way to use the super lube stuff. Some people have told me all kinds of things, but what I usually do is just put a little drop on my finger and I just kind of coat the needle. So this is just good enough for tonight, but usually I'll do my normal cleaning that I did in a video. I could always tell when I didn't, if it's not clean or clogged, because the needle pit won't come all the way through. Like if you're putting it through there and you're only seeing a little bit of the needle, then you know it's kind of clogged. But if you put it to where it's supposed to go and you see the needle in the correct spot, it's not clogged. And it should be working. So that's just a quick clean. Only because I knew that there was some stuff clogging in there. Whenever I start spraying and stuff doesn't come through, it's clogged. That's just a quick way. Yeah, I don't know what Monument Hobby is. I'm not really sure if that's a specific paint brand or something. I find that my older airbrushes give me problem with spraying fine mists, but when I have a nice clean new airbrush, it works great. So, for example, I have a brand new Iwata HPCH Plus. This is brand new. And this is my old one I've had for probably 10 years now. So you can see the difference between the cups. See how that's all worn out, like you can see the, it's like all the chrome is away, but all the chrome in here is nice and new in there. It may look like paint to you on the screen, but it's just worn out metal. So I find that the reason why this clogs faster than my new one is because all that chrome is gone. But this one, since it's brand new, all the paint doesn't clog in there. It goes right through and I don't have any issues. So what's going on is, all this up in here is probably all the chrome and all this stuff is gone. So it's clogging more, but this one's got all nice smooth chrome still and it's not clogging as much. So this one I could run through some nice misting, where this one doesn't really do it as much. But I still use this one anyway. The goal is next time I can find a really decent sale, I'm going to buy another one of these, and then I'll use this one as my main. I'll keep the new one as a backup, and then I'll retire this one on eBay. So basically I have to buy a whole new piece like this to get at, you know, because it's all chrome is gone. But by that point, by the amount of money you spend on this, you might as well just buy a whole new airbrush. When I miss though, it all depends on what I'm doing. The reason why I usually keep my compressor at like 30, sometimes 35, but what I can do is I can use this piece up on the airbrush to make it less pressure or higher pressure. So instead of going to my compressor all the time, I use this piece. Some I think you can change the cups. Not really sure. Honestly, I don't really care for changing the cups because if I need to use a really fine mist, I'll just use my smaller version, which is the HPB Plus. So it's got the smaller cup. And then if you get this larger one, I'm pretty sure they have cups you can screw on and change the size. Hey, what's up, Hanger Bird? I honestly believe you pay for what you get in airbrushes. You know, I've had cheap airbrushes where it was a non-stop shit show, and then I've got the Iowatas that are more expensive, but I don't have nearly as many problems. So all right, so we got this color here, which is kind of like a better base coat. It's a little bit more closer, I would say, her skin. So the PSI right now is a little bit low, so I think I moved it up to about 35. Yeah, this airbrush is gotta get clean. Plus, I need a new one. Alright. If you want to start airbrushing and if you don't really want to spend a lot of money but you want to start getting a feel for an airbrush, you can try one of those bundles on Amazon or you know, like eBay. But I can't promise you're gonna get what like good airbrushing is. You know, a lot of the equipment I got took years to kind of build up. If you start with like a cheap set, you might get frustrated, but that's not what airbrushing is. Like if you get the better equipment, it's not as much frustration. But if you want to get an idea, it's not bad. The best thing I tell people is start small and see if you like it. And then if you like it, start spending the money. Don't drop like $3,000 to $5,000 on airbrushing right away and then all of a sudden you're like, I don't like doing this, you know? Try a small kit, see if you like it, and then you can start buying better stuff. Hey, Hellspawn, I don't really care. You know, I got enough commission work to keep me going, and I'm not a YouTuber. I just do this for fun. You know, share with people, show what's going on. So it's not like I look at YouTube for, like, you know, what I do for a living. So I'm not a perfect painter to try to get her to make her look realistic, and it's actually, and the client knows this. But I can paint as close as I can. You know, there's some guys out there who can paint the item, make it look so realistic, it's insane. So I'll be doing the hands here and there on the side just to make sure all the skin's matching. Hey Hulk, how's it going? Yeah, just plugging away still. Got to get some this caught up. So, and Raz is printing out a hammer for the Harley Quinn. So I figured I'll work on this while Harley's kind of in limbo for a bit. All right, so we pretty much got her coat on. Let's give her a little bit of get her dried up a bit. So Golden doesn't make this anymore. It's burnt sienna hue, and I actually love this for which skin tones, but they actually gave me the formula on how to make it, so I ordered some Golden paint, so hopefully it'll come in. But I love using this to help with the shading on stuff. Yeah, as far as trying to make everything realistic, you know, adding the moles and all those skin tones and freckles, it's probably because I just can't see it that close. But some of these guys can do amazing work. Now it's also going to be kind of hard too, since we have this hovering around their skin, but it's the only way we're going to be able to do it. Hanger, you asking me? I used the Silent Air 30. I did a video on it. No, John doesn't have a website. He has an email, but you're welcome to contact me through my site or on Instagram, and I'll get you in contact with him if you wanted to. He just does stuff on the side. It's not like it's like, you know, it's like a full-time type thing or anything like that. Yeah, Meta John's in Canada. People in chat also do 3D stuff. Raz does. A couple other people do as well too. Thanks, Big Krill. Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, other guys in the chat print. The only problem is on YouTube, can't have everybody linking stuff. So that's the only downside. We'll get spammed all hell by bots. And I don't have, like, moderators. But if people in chat want to try to, you know, help other people out, but I'm not saying that people in chat are good or bad. I won't get involved with that. You do it on your own. As I tell everybody, do your research. But I don't mind people trying to help each other out, though. Yeah, Archer Fine Transfer Details, he retired, so no longer is he doing decals anymore. I do have a couple sheets that I can sell people. You can hit me up through email. I didn't list it on my website yet, maybe I'll do it this weekend. What should we call it? Yeah, I basically, since I was a reseller for him, I went ahead and I picked up a shit ton of sheets. These are the newer sheets as well. So I'll list it up on my site. I don't have very many to sell because I only have so many of them, and some of these are mine. But I'll list it up on my site, and if you want any, you guys could contact me. His sheets went from a 1/6 scale to at least the ones I got were 1/6 to 1/4. I didn't buy the super small ones because I don't need those. Sorry, I gotta clean out this brush too. What I do with the... It's one thing you gotta be careful not to lose the needle nozzle. So I mean, it's kind of hard to see, but you see. So I just pulled out all that gunk out of my nozzle. So when you get, what happens is sometimes if you use different brands or if you use a clear coat or you know, something else in there, you'll get a clog in there, and then that's what stops your paint from going through. I mean, I really should do a good cleaning on it, but for today we'll get through. But you can see all the the copper, I guess, or the bronze or brass that's the brass that's starting to come through. It's just an old brush. You can still use old brushes, and you can use them for specific things. See, now my needle tip goes through all the way. So you can see that. So therefore, I know it's not clogged anymore. The other thing too is don't jam your needle all the way in. Like, don't try to push it all the way forward and then lock it, because then you'll split your nozzle. Just put it in gentle and then lock it, and then it's good to go. Alright, we're sort of back in business. So another thing that's going to suck is bright, transparent, bright flash and pale flash from Garage Kits. I'm not going to be getting that anymore either. So that's going to be another problem. I love this stuff. Mixing pale and bright flash together gives you a nice vermilion hue. It's really good for Alright, so we'll go back to the first color, the base color. We're going to use some water, thin it down. I tweaked the hair, I redid the belt, and I tweaked underneath the legs, but then it's basically just a repaint. Yeah, it's just a fan art item. So like I said, I don't know who sculpted or who produced it. Just kind of redoing it for somebody. Now, like I say in the past, I don't have any skin tone formulas. I just keep blending till I get it to where I want it. Yeah, fan art items I don't strip down, because stripping down a fan art item, it's probably, you never know what kind of resin they used, so you don't want it to melt. It's the last thing I want to happen. Hey, what's up, White Devil? How's it going? Yeah, Garage Kits is no longer making the Garage Kit color Lifetones. Whatever happened with the Lifetone company, it's either the owner passed away or sold it without telling anyone, so it's a big shit show. So no more Garage Kit colors, so whatever I have left in stock I guess is done. And then after that I gotta start working on other brands that come up with stuff. But like P3 formula, which is called Privateer P3 formula, this flesh wash is really good. Their regular skin tones are really good. It's just their stuff is a little bit, it's a little bit on the rubbery side. So if you spray a nice good coat and you have to sand something down, it kind of doesn't sand like the Garage Kit stuff. So you just got to be a little bit careful with it. But it's still good stuff though. I started using the Freak Flex transparencies, which is from Badger Freak Flex. But the problem now is it's hard for me to find these too. So I'm wondering if they're having a problem getting their supplies from another company. So ever since the lockdowns, things have become a pain in the ass. Yeah, you can print, paint, do everything. don't have to limit yourself to one thing. You can mess around. Hey, what's up, butterfly? Alright, I'm gonna hit it with some Tesser's dull coat. See if you can kind of. Ah, that's alright, Butterfly. I appreciate you thinking about buying it, but it'll move. Hope since it's got some bids, I'll use it for some supplies or something. I guess what I'll do is I'll shill out my channel. Just make sure you like it, subscribe, and that'll probably be just enough. Seems that YouTube is kind of doing some weird stuff again on people, so you don't show up in algorithms or whatever. Well, that's good. Yeah, I can only imagine how much it sucks to start printing and, you know, you lose power or it fails and you're not there. Alright, where are we at now? I got pictures of her open up on my screen, so I'm trying to. She has a little bit more of an orangey skin in the one picture, so we'll just kind of miss some pale on her. Bottle's just about done. I think I have another one. Yes, I do. I also have gold toner, but I think the bottles are bad. One of the things I think was happening with the company is the clear coats, they would gel at the bottom, and like the transparencies, and they wouldn't come up. So I think this bottle's bad now too. I think Jesse was having a lot of problems with them, which sucks. Called me up the other day, we were talking. Yeah, see, I'm shaking it up, and that gelled bottom is not coming out, so this bottle's bad. Let's see, I have a... Yeah, they're, he was having a real problem with them, so that's kind of shot. So let's see what this other companies would do. We got that's brown. Where is the red? Here it is. This is a maroon tin from Freeflex. I did find one bottle online. I ordered another one. Bit of a paint issue. It's bothering me. Yeah, see, trying to rub off a little piece of paint with these, you can't do it like you can with the Garage Kit color, so that's another thing that sucks. No, Raz, don't worry about sanding anything. Just print it out and send it to me. I'll take care of it all. You don't have to worry about sending it to somebody, you know, that needs to be finished. Because I'm gonna decide on either building a rod and then replacing the piece of wood, or keeping the piece of wood and adding something to it. So don't worry about that. I'll figure it out on my end. Yeah, so anybody who's curious about the Harley Quinn, Raz is helping me out. We decided we're gonna swap out the mallet because it would be too hard to swap out the handle and change it to something bigger. So Raz found a nice metallic futuristic mallet, so we're gonna use that. You know what? I'll try and find the email he sent and link it so you guys can see what we're doing. So we're going to be using that for the Harley Quinn, which is probably going to work out better. Sometimes, like I said in the last stream, you can only go so far with some of these custom items that I do. Sometimes things work, sometimes things don't. Yeah, I figure what I could try to do is try to see if I could paint it in some pearls and stuff with Harley colors, make it really shiny. See if I could pull something off. I think it'd look pretty good. Don't really have a lot of eyeshadow, but a little bit. Alright, we'll try to do this without taking it away from the camera. So it's straight up gray blue light paint. It's not pure white. Try not to glob it on either. Just to start building up some of the color. I guess she has a little bit of teeth showing. No, she really doesn't, does she? You know what we'll do? We'll dull it down. Alright, let me get a close-up of her face. Let's see. I'm gonna have to hit some more skin tone areas tomorrow, because I gotta turn her upside down. At least I can get some colors and stuff on her. What's this email? Something I should read now or later? What is it? Oh, the prints. Okay. Yeah, looks good. Yeah, that stuff should work pretty good. I think that's It's good enough for what we're doing. Yeah, I gotta, once I get it in the mail, do you have my address? If not, I'll email it to you later. I'll have to see if I should just take out a rod and like redo the rod on the hands or something. I'll have to figure it out. Yeah, it's fine. No, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. So on this piece, I had to scrape out the eyes because they were gunked up with a clear coat. So it took me a little while to get these eyes back to where they would be paintable. Yeah, it's no problem, Raz. It's Harley's not going anywhere. So got plenty of stuff to work on. I just didn't. I just got to get this done today, and then plus I didn't work on Harley or Psylocke at all because I just haven't been in the garage. I've been painting up the other Wonder Woman. I'll show you guys later. Always the small tedious stuff that's a pain in the ass, but like I said, I want to get some color on her because I still gotta turn her upside down and hit some other areas under the arms tomorrow, and then I'll seal it tomorrow, only because I don't want to seal it yet because like I said, I'm trying new paints now, so I don't know how the seal would work just so soon. don't know if you guys heard my compressor just went on, and the reason why it's kicking on lately without me using it is because the quick disconnect is loose. So it means my quick disconnect is going to hell on me, and I have to get another one. So usually my compressor never goes on until I use the airbrush. So that's something else I gotta get. Alright, she doesn't have like heavy eyeshadow, but the way this is sculpted sort of makes me have to give it. Not heavy, but I want to go over the eyelashes a bit, because I have to do it with some paint. It's not really getting in there. So let's try some brown tint, some of the flesh tone. What do I do with the brush? She's got brownish. So we got them over in red. What I'll do is I'll help this thicken up the lips a little bit, add some lines. I don't know how hard it is to see. Probably see a little bit better here. Camera's kind of add a little bit of color here and there. So probably what I'll do now is, like I said, I'll let it cure up for the night, and then tomorrow I'll put the paper towel or a thing underneath of the airbrush booth, and what I'll do is I'll try and hit a couple areas that I can't get too well right now. I don't feel like I gotta get a little bit more comfortable doing that. I don't want to do it on stream and then all of a sudden a bunch of paint goes all over the place, you know. So yeah, I try to add a little bit of color. It's probably hard to see in the camera, but I added around the nose, a little under the chin. She kind of has, you know, a little bit of colors and stuff around, so yeah, so I'll do some of that tomorrow. Because it still feels a little bit not ready for like sealer, and I don't want to mess with this too much yet until I get used to these paints. But pretty happy with it. I think it looks a little bit better than what it did. I think once I seal it, it'll look a little bit better too. So what I've been trying to do more with the lips now is trying to make sure I could kind of blend out the lips with the powder, and then sort of go in there with a little bit. So I'm just going to do a little bit of a tiny darker area in the middle of the lips. And I think that should look a little bit better. Because some of her pictures, her lipstick is not like, it's not natural. She's got kind of like a little bit more of a pinker lipstick on all her pictures. So it's not like it's a natural color. A little bit of red up in this area. see here. All right. Need sable brushes. I don't know. I usually just use regular watercolor type of brushes. Sable ones, aren't sable ones the tougher ones, like the stronger ones? I don't think so. I usually kind of just buy what's kind of like on sale. I don't go crazy with like any specific brand. Yeah, I go through so many brushes when I go to the art store. If they're on sale or I like them, I'll snag them. I don't really focus on too much on like, you know, a specific kind really. Redoing the lips a little bit better because they were just kind of a little wonky. It's a little too dark down there. getting there. This way it's not as it's red, a little bit more pinkish. Yeah, it's a little bit better. Alright, better. A little bit softer. All right. Alright, so hands are always a pain in the ass especially when you got knuckles there. A couple ways of doing it, but if you want to take the easier way out, you can grab just your piece. Try to get in between the areas. I'll use this darker one. Don't have to go crazy, deep, dark, you know, in between unless you really want it. But simple little line works. Alright, let's see how this looks. What color are her eyes? Her eyes are like brown, right? I think they're brown. She doesn't have like green eyes or anything. Yeah, they're like brown. I'm surprised I didn't give her eye contacts. She's supposed to have blue eyes, right? Never really noticed it till now. So I really don't have brown eye decals. I'll have to put on a set of decals and then use them as a base. Ed, I got mine off eBay years ago. All I found was a makeup kit, flat, nothing glittery, just flat stuff. And I got it off eBay. And I think it was like 20 bucks like years ago. This right here though is my blush color. My cousin got me this like back in 2007 or something. I don't know, and it's still running to this day. I can look online what that stuff is. I really don't buy a lot of stuff on Amazon. I get my stuff off eBay. Just seems I find it looks like they got different types of kits now. But they're all over eBay. Here, like here's yeah, so if you just type makeup kit on eBay and you'll find tons of stuff. There's literally like crazy kits on eBay. You just want to make sure whatever one you buy is not glitter and it's not pasty. You want flat. So you might have to ask them, is this more of a flat type of powder or if it's more of a pasty powder? But looking at the prices, I mean, you really can't beat it, you know. I mean, here's another one. You know, I mean, there's tons of them. That's pretty much what I'm using. Just a makeup kit on eBay. You find one for 20, 30 bucks. You know. Hopefully that helps. Alright, so that's kind of my skin tone for now. I don't know how well the camera's showing it, but like I said, I'm not a super realistic painter, but kind of a little bit better than what it was before. See if we turn the light on. I don't know if that'll do any difference. It's kind of hard to see, but there is a little bit of you know, color in the face. The lips are not just pure. That's kind of what I've been trying to do lately. Instead of just taking paint and just slap on a perfect layer of lipstick, I've been trying to do a little bit of the blending on the edges and then inside, so it looks a little bit more blended out. It's hard to do it on smaller statues. But I mean, if it's a character like Catwoman where her makeup is like really potent, it's a different story, you know? So she's coming along pretty well now. Got a little bit of a head start on her. And then yeah, we're gonna be calling it soon. I'm freaking packed. But I did start painting up this Wonder Woman. So I've been doing 2 Wonder Womans this week. So we got 2 Wonder Womans going. So I got this one going as well. Painting up her skin, did her facial features, worked out the underwear today. Did her boots, most of it. So like I said, I'm working out this different type of skin tones. So this one's got a little bit more of an orangey look into it, but this one's got more of a little bit redder, like the artwork I was looking at. So it's got a little bit of a different look to them. This one has a little bit more of a tanner look too as well, compared to what I used to use on the Garage Kit colors. Which is not, it's turning out pretty cool though. I think once I add the black hair and armor, it should come out pretty cool. But yeah, I was working on this all morning. I gotta get these kind of done and out the door, so that's kind of like my focus for the next few days. Worked out the hands with the chrome on her too, to try to get these going. Hopefully I can get her close to finish next week, and then hopefully get her semi-close. This one here, Klein sent me a bunch of pictures. So we're gonna do I think we're doing the, not the bright armor, but not the very dull armor. It's kind of the in-between armor, where it's like, it's semi-red and blue, but it's not like so potent. It's kind of like a little bit muted and worn down. So I think that's the colors we're going for on this. At least that's what the pictures that was sent to me. So we'll see how I can pull that off. See, one picture I see, she has brown. She has a little bit more of a browner hair too. It's not just pure black. So there's gonna be a little bit of brown in there. Yeah, she's got a little bit of a brownness to her hair. Alright, sorry I was a little bit quiet. I kind of in the zone. Whenever I try to do some detailing and stuff, gotta try to focus on it, but she's looking pretty good. So tomorrow, I'll probably get in there and clean up some underneath the areas. Then I'll seal her, and then probably back on Monday, I'll get back onto her armor and stuff. Probably gonna have to do, let's see, probably gonna have to do the red and blue first, and then all the gold, and then the brown, and the hair last. Kind of keep going with them. Alright, yeah, Raz, I'm gonna shoot you my email, my shipping after the stream. Then you can get the mail out to me whenever, no rush. Next week, I'm gonna try to have Harley pretty much ready for the stream. See what else I'll have for next week. I need a day in the garage. That's what I need. Yeah, Jacob, you got bad timing, man. Bad timing. But if I next week, if I'm actually sitting down painting these two, I'll maybe do another stream, either on Picardo or YouTube again. I figure if I'm just sitting down for a day and I'm working on them, I won't have to go in out of the garage. But I think probably like Wednesday or Thursday, I'm gonna do a garage day, so I won't be streaming. Oh, and the other day, I had a little bit of time, and I did clean up her outfit a bit. I did her line work on her outfit. Just kind of, what it is this, it's not as clean as I want it to be, but like I said, it's a test item. The reason why it's not as clean is because some of the sculpt area is like wider than the other area. If this was a 1/4 scale, I would have cleaned all that up. But since it's so small, I really don't care at this point anymore. But you know what I'll try to do is if I can this week too, get her kind of cleaned up. and then maybe I could bang out the base one day, and then we can do the stream. Get the clear resin going on this one. I want to try to get this going soon. I also got to finish up the Rogue. I worked on her a bit. Show you guys that. Yeah, so I went ahead and trying to get this done for the client. So I've been plugging away on this, getting this all done. So I got her outfit pretty much done. I got to do the boots next. Got to finish up her jacket, gloves, hair, and then I could do the base. So I've been really trying to get all this stuff done. Yeah, I got the Jill. Jill is sitting over there in the box. It's bigger than I expected, which is cool. So this is the size of the Jill body. So you can see how it's pretty much a 1/4 scale, like a sideshow item almost. But like I said, she doesn't have the outfit sculpted onto her, so I'm going to sculpt the outfit onto it. Yeah, I was actually surprised on how big this damn thing is. It's next to these two 1/4 scales, it's pretty much 1/4. So this is going to be a fun project once I get this going. But I'm gonna sculpt the outfit on her. The cloth just is too. Not really a fan of the cloth. And I don't know where the cloth is. It must be in the other box. Yeah, I don't. It's the cloth. It's very cheap. At least the cloth I got in the box, very cheap. So I don't really like it that much. So I'm gonna sculpt the outfit onto her. So I might even make it ripped. I'm thinking. I have to see what the patrons voted. I haven't checked on it to see if we're gonna do a dirty version or a clean version. If it's dirty, I'll sculpt ripped it outfit a bit. If it's clean, then I'll leave it clean. I gotta catch up on stuff this Sunday. I haven't had a chance to get on Patreon and do some updates. Other than that, that is it. So I'm gonna shut down for the night. I appreciate you guys stopping by, and hopefully next week I'll have some other stuff going. But one way or the other, there's gonna be a stream working on these two during the day. So it's either YouTube or Ricardo. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, Raz, I put a vote on the Patreon for Jill, if we're doing a clean version or a dirty version. But, yeah, go in and check it out, and I'll get you the email tonight. Yeah, don't worry about it, Raz. It's no big deal. Alright, guys, I'm out. Have a good weekend. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next